There's a brand new reference to Alexa Bliss, so we'll see what that's about. We'll also check out what's going on with Netflix, Becky Lynch, and more. Starting things off with some big updates coming out of the WWE and Netflix event. Several top WWE superstars and executives were at the Netflix headquarters for a massive media event to hype up the Raw premiere on Netflix in just a few weeks. A lot of big reveals and hints took place at this event. One of the major things were some words of confirmation from WWE President Nick Cross. He revealed that he was well aware of the rumors that were floating around online about the rating change for WWE's programming on Netflix, but he put all that speculation and rumor to rest. Nick Cross said that they will try to cater to a specific audience with Netflix's key demographics, but that overall, nothing is changing. He said that WWE will continue to be family-friendly programming that's advertiser-friendly. Triple H made some reveals of his own as well. Triple H said that fans can definitely expect to see more celebrity involvement during the Raw Netflix era. The Raw Netflix premiere will start off the promise pretty strongly because Travis Scott and Vanessa Hudgens are set to be in the arena for the live show. And you also have Cardi B, who continues to play a key role in all the advertising for SummerSlam 2025, which has fans feeling like she'll be at the event. Triple H even revealed that Jelly Roll has been in touch with them about a future appearance in WWE. Triple H said that Jelly Roll even plans on having a match in WWE down the line as well. Another big reveal at this media event is the apparent confirmation that Becky Lynch is returning to WWE. Becky was present during this official WWE media event, leading many fans to speculate that she must have just inked a new deal and is set to return during the early days of the Netflix era. If Becky did not sign an extension and was not going to return, she probably wouldn't have been at this event. So the fact that she was there is huge, and has fans understanding that this media event appearance is a spoiler that Becky Lynch is officially back with WWE and is weeks away from stepping foot in the Raw ring again. Becky Lynch also recently skyrocketed as one of the favorites to win the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble match. So taking all these factors into consideration, Becky's return to the company is pretty much a sure thing at this point. So with Becky's return to Raw being confirmed, it looks like the Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan, will be on high alert because Becky is no doubt coming back to live in her crosshairs. Becky did technically get her title rematch with that cage match on Raw back in May, but it did feature a lot of outside interference from Dominic and others. So Becky may still be wanting a proper rematch and will be immediately gunning for Liv Morgan on Raw. Everyone is expecting lots of big memorable moments for the Raw Netflix premiere, and the moment of Becky Lynch returning to confront Liv Morgan now seems like a high possibility, so that'll be something to look out for. Now let's get into the brand new reference to Alexa Bliss by another superstar and how that all ties into what's happening in current day. This new Alexa Bliss reference comes from Scarlett. She had this to say with a newly shared message about Nikki Cross, quote, "Once upon a time, her best friend was corrupted by who? So why is she standing next to him? The devils you know versus the devils you don't. Think about it." End quote. So to fill in the blanks there from Scarlett's message, Nikki's best friend that she's referring to is obviously Alexa Bliss. Scarlett is pointing out how Alexa Bliss was corrupted by Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy, how Nikki saw that entire traumatic experience happen right in front of her, yet she still stands by Howdy despite what he did to her former best friend, Alexa Bliss. And honestly, it's a great point by Scarlett that almost feels like a plot hole to this entire story because she's completely right. The reason why Alexa Bliss was first captured and corrupted by the Wyatts in the first place all started when Nikki Cross abandoned Alexa and left her alone in the ring, which opened up the door for Bray Wyatt to snatch up Alexa Bliss. Had Nikki Cross remained in the ring with Alexa that night, that could have been a real butterfly effect, and that one act from Nikki Cross could have prevented Alexa's entire Wyatt transition and journey. But it was because of Nikki leaving the ring that night that Alexa fell down that path of the Wyatts. And for a long time after Alexa's transition, Nikki Cross felt extremely guilty for it and kept trying to pull Alexa out of the Bray Wyatt grasp and free Alexa from the Wyatt trance she was in. Nikki acknowledged that being with Bray was not good for Alexa and desperately wanted her away from the Wyatts. But fast forward just a handful of years later, and now Nikki Cross is a right-hand weapon for Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Sicks. It's not to label Nikki's character as a full-blown hypocrite, but she did go from being fully against the Wyatts to now standing by their side, like Scarlett said. So how exactly did that happen, and why did Nikki Cross switch up like that on strong beliefs on the Wyatts? We don't know the answer fully yet, but maybe it's due to the fact that, just like Alexa Bliss back then, Nikki found herself alone, abandoned, with no one to go to, and the Wyatts were the only ones there willing to help her, so she took the offer. Alexa and Nikki both went through similar experiences to find themselves standing by the Wyatts. So now that Alexa and Nikki have both gone through that transition, will they have a reunion with each other within the Wyatt Sicks? That's been the big fan question for a long time now. But it was still a big reference there for Scarlett to mention Alexa Bliss and bring her into what's happening right now. Like we went over earlier in the week, all the reports claim that Alexa Bliss will be back in the early months of 2025 and is expected to play a big key role on the road to WrestleMania 41. So take those prior reports and pair it up with the fact that big Alexa references are being dropped, like this new one here from Scarlett, and that makes it feel like Alexa's return is closer than ever to taking place. But like we just saw with the entire situation with the New Day, WWE sometimes likes to throw us a curveball and introduce a big plot twist to everyone's expectations. So if everyone is truly expecting Alexa Bliss to return as a part of the Wyatt Sicks, could they swerve everyone and actually take Alexa's return as a member of the Final Testament? Alexa has a lot of good reasons to return as a Wyatt Sicks member, but she also has some valid reasons to return as their opposition. Maybe Alexa's not a fan of how Uncle Howdy is running the operation. Maybe she's a little offended that Howdy did not reach out to her to join the group, and how he gave her spot to Nikki Cross. Maybe all that's building up and gives Alexa a valid reason to switch sides, and help Karrion Kross and Scarlett take down the Wyatt Sicks as the big plot twist. So the Alexa Bliss references and mentions are starting to heavily drop, and we'll have to closely monitor each one. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.